I'm not a crook.
Welcome to Law Bite. The following is for entertainment purposes only.
I'll never tell a lie.
It is not legal advice, not even close. And now for the very finest in idiotic legal news and commentary. This is Law Bite. Thanksgiving is here. It's time for sports. Also a time for rich guys who own sports teams to say some outlandish shit. Take, for example, Indianapolis Colts owner Jim Irsay. Now, a lot of folks don't know this, but back in 2014, Mr. Irsay was arrested for operating a vehicle while intoxicated. Now, before the arrest, police noticed that he was driving erratically, and when they pulled him over, they found a bunch of oxycodone, hydrocodone, alprazolam, stuff like that. Now, the police soon administered the field sobriety test, where you recite the alphabet, walk in a straight line, so on, which Irsay failed and then was later tested positive for all those great drugs. Now, during a recent interview with HBO Sports, Mr. Irsay reflected on that day long ago. Now, during the interview, he came up with this deep thought. Now, according to him, back then, the only reason he was pulled over in the first place was because the police were prejudiced against him for being a, quote, rich white billionaire. Okay, what Mr. Irsay is trying to say here is that there's a pattern of systemic discrimination against rich white guys in the sleepy suburb of Carmel, Indiana. All right, well, forgive me for saying so, but this sounds like something that Marjorie Taylor Greene would say. But, all right, maybe he's right. Maybe that's why they pulled him over, because of his richness and whiteness. Or, and I'm going to go out on a limb here, they pulled him over because he looked like a guy that was on a bunch of painkillers, which he was. But wait, Mr. Irsay was not done there. Now, during the HBO Sports interview, he also explained more about that field sobriety test that he failed back in 2014. Now, according to Irsay, the only reason that he failed that sobriety test was because he had just had hip surgery. So, no way he could walk in a straight line. Now, the reason he couldn't recite the alphabet, however, was because he was severely intoxicated. Okay, well, I'm glad we cleared all that up. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone, and don't forget to root for the Colts because Jim Irsay is going to need a lot more money to pay his lawyers. Until next time, this is Law Bite. See you then.